Leadership Capsule, Senior Division, Senior Wing, First Year. Introduction. Leading a team or group is a real skill that takes time, thought, and dedication. Leadership is the most studied aspect of business and organization because it is the one underlying factor that makes the difference between success and failure. At times, it may seem a bit complex, but by focusing on some fundamentals, you will find that you can lead your team with confidence and skill. There are some common traits in the lives and careers of all successful leaders. Leadership traits are human qualities that are of great value to a leader. Possession of these traits simplifies the task of applying the leadership principles and assists greatly in winning the confidence, respect, and cooperation of the men. Today's video module, which is first in series of Leadership Capsule, Important Leadership Traits. A study of great military leaders revealed that none possessed all the leadership traits in the maximum degree, but their weakness in one trait was compensated by the strength in the other. A good leader will capitalize on his strong traits and at the same time take steps to improve his weak traits. Leader's goal, the personalities of the people with whom he is working, and the circumstances of the specific situation all have a profound effect on which particular trait needs the most emphasis. There are a total of 14 traits that are of paramount importance to a leader. These traits are alertness, bearing, courage, decisiveness, dependability, endurance, enthusiasm, initiative, integrity, judgment, justice, knowledge, loyalty, and sense of humor. The first leadership trait is alertness. Alertness is the state of active attention by high sensory awareness, such as being watchful and prompt to meet danger or emergency, or being quick to perceive and act. In a given situation, a leader is always offered number of fleeting opportunities which, if seized and exploited, can bring decisive result to his team. Alertness of mind is what helps a leader to pick up these opportunities at the right time and exploit the situation to his or her own advantage. The second leadership trait is bearing. Bearing denotes desirable physical appearance, dress, and deportment. It's in fact the first impression. Bearing is the way you conduct and carry yourself. Your manner and posture should reflect alertness, competence, confidence, and control. A leader should therefore remember that his personal bearing will exercise a dominating and permeating influence not only with his own team but with the general public too. The third leadership trait is courage. Courage is a mental state. It gets its strength from spiritual and intellectual sources. The way in which these spiritual and intellectual elements are blended produces two types of courage. The first type is the emotional state which urges a man to risk injury or death and is called physical courage. The second type is a more reasoning attitude which enables him coolly to stake career, happiness, his whole future on his judgment of what he thinks either right or worthwhile is called moral courage. A leader must possess both these forms of courage. The fourth leadership trait is decisiveness. A logical thought process is essential for solving a problem or making a plan. A leader must therefore acquire the ability to make decisions promptly when required and announce them authoritatively, concisely, and clearly. The leader's power of decision results from his ability to remain unperturbed in a crisis. His greatest assets are the ability to think rationally when his men have ceased to think, to be decisive in action when they are paralyzed by fear. The next leadership trait is dependability. You cannot get very far in any sphere of activity without reliability or dependability. As a leader, you must set yourself high standards both for the amount of worry you get through and the quality of work, irrespective of supervision. Make a practice of carrying out all instructions and plans of your superiors to the best of your ability and always on time. Be ready to help in an emergency even if it interferes considerably with your personal conveniences. Business or work before self should be the rule. Whatever has to be done, take it in your stride and never allow yourself to appear moody. Dependability has to be built up slowly by deliberate effort. It can be lost overnight if not guarded zealously. The sixth leadership trait is endurance. In a military setting, a time comes in battle when both the opposing forces feel that probably they are fighting a losing battle. It is during such times when battles are won or lost. The side which has that little extra endurance wins. It is the leader who has that extra endurance, both of mind and body, is able to inspire his team to produce that extra effort or josh required to win a battle or accomplish an assigned task. Mental and physical endurance are complementary. The old saying, a healthy mind in a healthy body, still holds good, and both are essential for a leader. The seventh leadership trait is enthusiasm. It is the display of genuine interest and zeal in the performance of duties. Enthusiasm comes from liking your job, having a living interest in all facets of your work, and seeing the possibilities for development of new ideas and techniques. However mundane an occupation may seem, there is nearly always some feature in it which inspires the imagination. Jobs only appear dull, routine, or mechanical when they are looked at with dull eyes and a dull mind. The eighth leadership trait is initiative. Initiative is the willingness to act or offer well-considered recommendations in the absence of orders. It is like taking the first step. In other words, initiative means one should not wait for things to happen, but have the ability to see quickly what needs to be done, making up one's mind to do it and also accomplishing it. When a choice between two courses is available, one cautious and the other bold and daring, the trait required is daring initiative. The ninth leadership trait is integrity. Integrity is choosing your thoughts and actions based on values rather than personal gain. As a leader, one has to be honest, not only to yourself, but to the men one leads and the people with whom one works. Honesty and integrity are absolute qualities that one cannot compromise or alter. Any loss or weakness in moral character will result in losing the confidence of our superiors, contemporaries, and subordinates. The 10th leadership trait is judgment. Judgment is the power of the mind to assess various factors and values quickly and often under difficult circumstances and arrive at a wise decision. At times, a mistake or error of judgment may result, but it is more positive to learn from the mistake or error rather than fight for exercising the power of judgment. The 11th leadership trait is justice. The quality of being impartial and consistent in exercising command is critical. A good leader needs to dispense justice quickly. After all, justice delayed is justice denied. The next leadership trait is knowledge. A leader must know more than the men he commands, or else he has no business to be called their leader. Any profession requires a great deal of study, practice, and experience not only of the organization and tasks, but more importantly, of characteristics and capabilities of the team he leads. The process of acquiring knowledge never ends. There is always something new to learn, even from rereading or rethinking of the same material or problem. The next leadership trait is loyalty. The quality of being faithful to the country, the organization, subordinates, colleagues, and superiors is a key trait of a leader. It is given by subordinates to a leader in the manner in which the leader gives the same to them and to his own leaders. A leader must never take shelter behind shortcomings or mistakes of his subordinates. When plans for which he is responsible go wrong, he must take the blame, correcting the mistakes of subordinates himself. Every leader has the right to express his views to his superiors on any question under consideration. But once a decision has been reached, he must act on it as if it were his own decision. The last of the leadership trait is sense of humor. The ability to appreciate the many amusing or lighter moments in everyday life, especially those which pertain to the leader himself. It is also the ability to remain cheerful under stress. At times, when things go wrong and tensions mount, humor, if it comes naturally at the appropriate time, can go a long way in diffusing a situation or raising sagging spirits. This, together with a sense of balanced optimism, are useful traits to develop. However, attempts at artificial coarseness and sarcasm do more harm than good. Let us quickly review the summary of 14 leadership traits. These traits are, once again, alertness, bearing, courage, decisiveness, dependability, endurance, enthusiasm, initiative, integrity, judgment, justice, knowledge, loyalty, and sense of humor.